I did Forest Service, done municipal hand crew stuff.
Okay.
I did that. Yeah. So a total of 6 years.
You did 6 years with the Forest Service?
I did 4 years with the Forest Service and then 2 years on a hand crew with the fire service.
Dude, I like when dudes or male or females come from the Forest Service because it gives you such a solid background of working hard, but you kind of appreciate the city side a little bit more.
Oh, I appreciate it a lot.
Oh yeah. I remember
It makes life.
Where I was, but somebody was all pissed off because someone didn't put cheese on the table, and I was just like, dude, a few years ago, I was eating brown bags out of the dirt. Like, who cares? There's no cheese. Like, go get up and get it yourself.
Yeah, yeah. No, it definitely makes you appreciate things a lot more.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate those folks with the background, because when we get on an incident like that, I normally go, hey, what would you do right here?
Yeah.
Per se.
Yeah.
If you had to make a decision, what would you like to, what would you think is the
hypothetically, what would you do?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got to utilize those people.
No, you do.
100%. It's a huge benefit, having someone with that background, which I'm lucky because I happen to work with Dale here.
Oh.
So,
Dale, you might have to give us some stories about Jordan then.
No.
Yeah.
There'll be none stories.
I got a lot of stories.
No, I mean, coming from the wildland background, I think it's awesome, right? It teaches you hard work.
It's cool.
Yes. I mean, for me, I would say it was the most fun I've had in the fire service was doing that. I mean, I was 18, 19, 20 years old. I didn't know what I was doing.
No, it's cool. Like, the work sucks, but you kind of look back and, like, you develop, like, good friendships with those people, right? And, like, you kind of blood, sweat, and tears with those guys, and you kind of look back and you have fun. And it's like you have fun while you're out there, and then when you're off work, you have even more fun with those dudes because you party even harder. You know what I'm talking about?
Dude,
yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. They just go to bed like good little worker bees. Yeah, right, dude. I'm sure it was the most fun.
Yeah, it was wild. I'll just say, being in the living in the barracks and stuff was so much fun.
Oh yeah.
You just a bunch of young guys.
I was up in Big Bear, so they got that whole town out there. So it was like we started at 9:30. It was like, hey, we're gonna go out and drink till 2:30, 3 in the morning, and then we're gonna get up, and then we're gonna run 7-8 miles or go for some crazy hike. And it's like, if you got to throw up and keep going. Don't stop.
Right.
So it was cool.
Those are good old days. Though.
Yeah, good old days.
Absolutely the good old days, dude. Jordan, I mean, you know that, right?
No, I don't know.
No.
Yeah, it's a young man's game. I think everyone had a pretty similar game plan from whatever background of service industry you are. When you're young and you can do those you can work long hours, you can bust your butt and get a lot of good work done. But then when it's time off, you try to have fun. And then the only difference between now and then is that I can't afford to be hungover anymore because it lasts for like 3 or 4 days, I feel like.
Yeah. Oh. Is the wildland stuff something you wanted to do? Because that was just more like a kind of the door that opened up for me first, and so I kind of went that route. But I always wanted to go municipal side, so I kind of just
that's a good question. I think it's the same as you. I knew I wanted to go municipal, so people know that's like working in the city on the red fire engine, fighting structure fires and all that. But yeah, for me, I was 18. It was either join the military or get a full-time job and try to pay for school, whatever. So I actually applied for a program where I had to be in school. It's pretty cool. The Forest Service did this. I think it was the first time for me to have a job. I had to be in college. So they worked around my schedule for school.
Oh, okay.
So I got to go to school, work and all that. And then that paid for school and rent and all that stuff in the winter. You save up like, I don't know, 40, 50 grand, something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Super easy.
Yeah, it was seasonal, so it was like your time off was your time off, and you partied and went on trips and vacation and did all that stuff, and then you came back ready to go come summertime.
Yeah, for me it was a way that it paid for my way, and then when I went through my basic fire academy, the college one. I couldn't afford that really. I didn't have enough money to pay for that and also pay for food and stuff in the winter just because I didn't have enough right from the season.
Yeah.
So I applied for a scholarship and I had to write some essay. And I'll be super real with you, I didn't give a flip about that essay. I just wrote whatever. And next thing you know, like, hey, you won. We're paying your way to go through the college academy. I was like,
was it good?
Oh, perfect.
Was the essay good? Before ChatGPT.
Yeah.
I was just going to say that, dude. I was like, now you could have just winged it.
Yeah, no. I mean, it was good enough to win. So it got me through, and that's kind of how like my fire service career started, was by doing all that. But it was funny. I remember my first season, we were getting like laid off, guys are telling me, hey, this is how you get unemployment. And
Oh
do
yeah,
all
for
this
sure.
stuff.
Yeah, you gotta do the
Right.
whole EDD or whatever.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was like, cool. Well, I didn't know. A lot of these guys, they would leave for the winter and travel the world. They would just travel and just hop country to country to country. And then when fire season came, they would just come back and work again. And they did this for years.
Oh, like not they didn't have a place to stay or nothing. They were just kind of traveling
Yeah.
for 5-6 months and then come back.
They were just like vagabonds traveling the world
Yeah.
for 5-6 months during the winter, kind of fall and summer or whatever.
Yeah.
They go do their thing and then they come back and make a bunch of money again for, through the summer and, into the fall and do it all over again.
Yeah. And you can live in the barracks during the season. At the time, it was like probably like $160, $170 a month
Yeah.
to live in the barracks. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was like,
I would have been there in a heartbeat.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
guys would live there like for 6 months and have no rent and then just save up all their money and then go travel for 6 months when they get off.
It's pretty awesome.
That's it is awesome. And, folks that do that, I totally get it. I just feel like it's also one of those things where it's like, it could be an amazing experience, or it can like, if your end goal is to get on like a city municipality or, kind of move upward in that side of the career, it probably is hard because you can be like, you can get caught up in that for years. You know what I mean? Because it's fun.
Very true.
It's
Very
like,
true.
and when you're in the moment, it's fire season, you're working, you get in the groove. You know what I mean? And like and it goes by really fast. And then all of a sudden it's done. You're like, where are we going? You're like, Europe, friggin' wherever.
Yeah.
And I feel like that lifestyle, like 5 or 6 years can go by in a heartbeat.
Yeah. And you know what? Honestly, when you're a seasonal, you think you're making a lot of money on fire.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I was 18, 19, 20 years old for those 3 years. It was the most money I've ever made.
Oh, yeah.
You
It
come
was
out of
great,
high
dude.
school, you're like,
Yeah.
oh my God, look at these paychecks.
Yeah, you're being on a fire for 2 weeks, dude. It's just your 2-week paycheck was like, damn, dude, it was a lot of money at the time.
Balling.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what's so funny is